Okay. Well, the T62 is going on the chopping block, guys. That thing is going to go on the consignment shelf next week because we got a new T7. What's going on, guys? Walter with the RC Addiction Vlog. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC Vlog. I apologize because this episode I am doing this without my mics. My microphones took a dump on me today. I'm trying to charge them right now to see if I can get the batteries to come back to life, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So I apologize. I'll try to turn the volume up when I edit this video just so you guys can hear me a little bit better. But what a day of racing up at Poorboy's today, guys. We had a pretty stacked day. We raced all the way up till about 3:30 today, or 3 o'clock, I think. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun racing today. We had 13.5 stadium truck, 17.5 stock buggy, 21.5 sportsmen's, and I think that was it. Was that it? Oh, and we had four-wheel drive wheeler. There was enough for the wheeler class, which was super cool because we don't get to run too much wheeler at Poorboy's. So when there's enough of those guys, it's kind of nice to add another class and break up the day a little bit for the rest of us. So, but in the meantime, we kind of we're shaking things up a little bit. We're changing out our program for the stadium truck, and we're also adding 21.5 buggies. So a little bit of backstory here. Stadium truck that you see on the shelf is T62 with revolutionary designs plus 4 LCG chassis. Okay, I've been having really good luck with that truck, but they just released the new T7s, and it's kind of been a big hype to get one, and I ended up getting one in a non-traditional fashion today. So we ended up getting this stadium truck from one of our local racers at Poorboy's today. And this truck, if you will, is started out as a B64 and was converted to a B7 stadium truck, which in turn means it's a T7. It's got all the same stuff a T7 does. It's on the Visions carbon chassis. This thing's set up. I mean, I'll tell you what, guys, there's more goodies involved in this stadium truck than I would care to admit. It's got R1 spindles, R1 hubs in the back. It's got titanium axles up front, one-up racing turnbuckles, ProTech 160 TBL servo, one-up receiver, Hobbywing stock ESC, ProTech 4800 battery, and a slot machine, Trinity Racing slot machine 13.5 motor with a ProTech fan to top it all off, and our MyLaps receiver. Dude, this thing's loaded, guys. And when I say loaded, I mean loaded. And I won't disclose what I paid for it because I'm not going to go down that path. I don't need people knowing what we pay for stuff. But we're dialed now. We're dialed. We were doing good in our stadium truck before, and that truck wasn't even dialed. And so we're just going to send it on down the chopping block and get ourselves resituated on the new platform so that we can keep moving forward. We just got this thing bound up and dialed in and, tuned up to this chassis. Got the servo all dialed in and trimmed out because we ended up switching. We had a pretty cheap servo in our old stadium truck, so we ended up getting that thing switched out to this ProTech 160, which is a huge move because that's one of the things that I've when I have conversations with people. I was telling somebody the other day, it's hard for me because, we're racing on a budget. And when we race on a budget, we don't always get to put the same equipment in every machine. When I say that, I mean the same ESC, the same servo, the same receiver, the same battery, the same motor, the same equipment, right? And what that does is determines how each car handles. Each car will handle differently. One servo may be stronger than the other one that you have in your car. And so a lot of times I end up feeling myself struggle throughout the day trying to be good at both cars or multiple cars, and it just makes it very difficult. So I have Tried to improve that by putting a little faster servo in my stadium truck that kind of mimics the servo that I have in my B7 17.5 stock buggy. But guys, I keep staring at this thing, and I apologize because I'm not looking at the camera, but look at how beautiful this thing is. I mean, I just ended up getting everything glued in. It's a beauty. And the best part of all is our body that we had Rick paint for our, channel and the vlog to color match everything. It fits right on these body posts, of course, because I'm going from 6'2" to 6'4", I believe, just with buggy towers. So it's pretty sweet setup. I'm super excited. I'm antsier than hell. I just got everything glued in just in time for the A-main. So I was kind of excited about that one. Now, here's next on the list. Okay, like I said, we added 21.5 buggy. We're just adding all kinds of things to our collection. So, first reason that we got this. Pre-painted Shake Paints body from Rick. Okay. Most of you guys know who we got the car from, but if you guys don't and you're not local to us, Rick up at EBRC Raceway or at Shake Paints on Instagram does all of our race bodies. I shouldn't say all of them, but I should say most of our race bodies down at Poorboy's. We ended up buying a roller for a 21.5 car. Now, this thing, again, I'm going to walk through some of the reasons why I will buy used cars before I end up buying new. And it's because of how loaded you can buy a used car. And when I say that, I mean, look at this. So this isn't a ready to run. This is just a roller, but it does have a couple things in it. One being an XR10 Hobby Wing ESC. Okay, so that's our first piece. Now, you all know what the tariffs have done to our electronic prices here lately. So you already know that having one of these glued into the car is already a kind of a good sign, right? Well, then we've also got a decent servo in here, and I can't figure out what servo. Oh, it's a Reefs 299. So Reef servo, metal case servo. There's another however many dollars worth of funds that are already in the car, and then you have a B64 chassis with, Team Associated full aluminum steering rack, full aluminum motor plate. It's got a ton of titanium screws and one-up turnbuckles. It's got the factory Team Associated bulkhead, -2 bulkhead. This thing's set up, ready to go. All I gotta do is put a battery in it and put a receiver in it and a motor, which we have. So we're gonna get that exalt motor glued in with the rest of these goodies, and guys, we're gonna have a car full of cars. Play on words. When we're traveling to RC races, we're gonna be able to race every class except Wheeler at this point. And I don't, as somebody asked me today if I thought I'd ever get into Wheeler, and I don't think I am. After watching Wheeler today, I don't think that class is for me. Maybe it is. Maybe I just need to drive one, and maybe I would change my mind, but I highly doubt it. So I'm having way too much fun with Stadium Truck for sure right now. And then another item on the list is our short course truck. We've got a short course SE6 that is going to go down the chopping block as well, because we want to get the new SE7 coming here shortly. But our biggest concern was the stadium truck, was getting the updated stadium truck to stay on that platform and not let some of the talent or our local speed get away from me. And I think that's my biggest concern. Today's racing was really good, guys. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's just a strike of bad luck as far as, days racing. But it doesn't take away the fun for me. It definitely bums me out when I don't have a good day of racing. Of course, everybody gets bummed out. But especially when I know I have the pace. I know I have the pace to be up front and to hang with everybody. My consistency level. And then we end up with some bummed Marshall jobs. And then, guys, I kind of wanted to highlight something, and I don't think I caught this on my GoPro. We'll see if Clifton caught it. But make sure if you're marshaling, and this was something that what we talked about the Soblik brace, is make sure if you're marshaling that you wait until Clifton tells you that the race is over. Because today I had a little situation, and I didn't make a big deal about it then because I wasn't doing very well in the race, so it didn't really matter at the end of the day if I was in first or second or maybe in a podium spot. It might be different, but all the marshals walked off the track and I was still a live car and actually needed to be marshaled, and there was no one to marshal me, and everybody had pretty much walked off the track. Now I know that there was a reason for that. I know most of it is because it had been a long day and it was the last race of the day and everybody was ready to go home. But that doesn't change the fact that like the rest of us marshals that stay till the end of your race don't want you to stay till the end of our race, because it makes a big difference, guys. And I don't know if everybody quite understands that, but it just goes to show you that each racer's cared about. I don't care who it is, even if it's not me, even if it's somebody else that's in dead last, just like I was. It makes a big difference on letting them finish the race and making sure you stay out there because they may still need your help. So outside of that, it was a great day of racing. We had fun. I didn't podium in either class that I ran. I ran 17.5 stock buggy and stadium truck, and I didn't podium in either one of them. Actually did really bad in stadium at the very end and really bad in buggy at the end of the day. I was getting really frustrated for some reason. But anywho, that's racing. It doesn't take away from the fun of it. I still had a lot of fun. And like Stevie said today, the vibe has been great. You guys keep it up. The lunch breaks that we had today was awesome. It kept everybody in a good mood. And I'm excited, guys. I'm super bummed that I won't be able to make the Fall Brawl race next week up at Rick's. Kind of bummed about, actually really bummed about that. But anyways, it's not the end of the world. There'll be more races and more series and blah, 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 blah. So we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you stay tuned. I'll give you guys a couple updates once we get the rest of these cars built. But you can basically see that she bolts right up. Bolts right up. So, little RC Addiction vlog stickers. If you guys need one, shoot me an email. But we appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.